Let me tell you something. Macho Man was on the internet. That's right, surfing the World Wide Web. And I saw a photo of a young man jacking his shit. And let me tell you something, brother. He had something between his legs that was for the ages. And I showed that to Miss Elizabeth and she started licking her lips. And she said, Macho Man, how would you like something like that for a menage a trois? I said, Miss Elizabeth, Macho Man sitting in the cuck chair.
48 minutes of dogs barking. 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 Growl. Growl. 48 minutes of dogs barking. 48 minutes of dogs barking.
I can't imagine being in your 40s drinking Keystone and not having like, that's a real like you're 20 and you're broke.
Yeah.
And you're like 45 and the government's check ain't come through.
Well, let's see. I'm 43 in August, so let her rip.
It's just, I mean,
I don't care. It tastes good.
Did I tell you about the time? I mentioned this individual a few times on the podcast. I used to have an acquaintance named Juice Box.
Okay.
And me and Juicy B were at my dad's one time to grab something.
Okay.
And Juice Box was kind of like that ignorant punk kid that like would go into a stranger's house and like open up the fridge.
Of course, yeah.
And I remember like us leaving. He did that shit. My dad was like, "What the fuck?"
Right, I would too.
And he goes and Juice Box looks at me like when we're leaving. And he's like, "Dude, I'd never fuck with your dad." And I go, "I mean, yeah. Why? What's your reason?"
Right.
And I was like, he's got like 16 guns in the house. But what's your reason?
Right.
And he's like, "Oh, because he drinks Natty Light."
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. It was Milwaukee's Best.
Oh,
Beast.
The Beast.
That's like, you know what? That's a beer for people that are pissed off that you can't get filterless cigarettes anymore. Which
the
makes
beer...
sense because my dad used to roll his own. He used to have a or cigarette maker.
Yeah.
In his kitchen, and I don't think he put filters on those. He was just straight heat.
Sure. Yeah, it's like the desperate man's beer, the beer of no return, I used to call it, because it was that and beer 30. I've told you about beer 30.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sediment in the can, not in the good way like the fancy beers do. It was just terrible, just bad.
It's just like pesticide runoff.
All sorts of shit. You don't know what's in that.
Burger King wrappers,
rat droppings, the whole bit.
Oh,
yeah.
That's why like $2 Chuck is so cheap, right?
Well, yeah, because it's poorly made and
well, it's like the way they pick the grapes apparently is it just run like a thresher over like the whole entire plant, the whole entire row.
So you get all that good stuff.
So you're getting everything, man. You're getting the grape, you're getting the rat, you're getting the bird.
Perfect.
And that's why I was like, damn, that's why it's so good. You're getting just a little bit of everything.
You got the balanced diet, if you will.
Yeah. It's like I don't think that's gluten free or vegan.
No, God no. So it's 48 Minutes Dogs Barking. My name's Jason. This is Brian.
Welcome to the show. We are the sons of the hogs you could not crank.
Indeed we are. We got a pretty good show for you this evening. We're going to kick it off a little something about a teacher in the Phoenix area.
I can't believe it. Another teacher losing her job. We're talking about one of the hardest, most least respected jobs in this country. Losing her job.
In the Tucson area.
Tucson. Of all places, Tucson, Arizona. And why? Because she has an OnlyFans.
That's
I'm
true.
sorry. When did this become a puritanical nation? Oh, it's Rachel Dolezal.
Oh, right, yeah. News 4 Tucson's website gives us this article. Tucson, Arizona, Rachel Dolezal, who now goes by Nkechi Diallo? Is that how you say that?
Is that supposed to be Italian?
Nkechi, I guess so. She's going for the trifecta. Nkechi Giallo lost her job with the Catalina Foothills School District. Dolezal was teaching kids as an after-school instructor. For those of you not familiar with Rachel Dolezal, this article has a handy little wrap-up. In 2014, she was accused of identifying herself as black while serving as the head of the NAACP in Spokane, Washington, before resigning amid that backlash. She was a prominent civil rights leader and an African studies professor in Washington State, accused of pretending to be black for personal gain. And so since then, she has started an OnlyFans page. Julie Fairbank, the school district's alumni and community relations, said Wednesday, "We only learned of Miss Nkechi Giallo's OnlyFans social media posts yesterday afternoon. Her posts are contrary to our district's use of social media by district employees policy and our staff ethics policy." She is no longer employed by the Catalina Foothills School District. Some explicit photos were shared online on other platforms. Now, I think we talked about this when it first came out.
I think the article we're looking at looks like she's showing hole there. It's tastefully censored
with a big rectangle.
Big
that's like
rectangle.
flesh
Looks like
colored.
she's spreading her ass open in front of a Christmas tree with a black Santa.
Of course.
Black Santa, of course. I love that the main reaction to this is apparently when people were getting sent this article, it's like, so why is the lead-in photo Rachel Dolezal?
Yeah,
I think that was your response.
yeah. I'm like,
Why is there a photo? Well, Jason, click and become
right.
enlightened.
Yeah, and I did, and I went, oh no.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Well, I mean, her OnlyFans was, public. God, maybe it was like a year ago. It's been out there.
A year or two, yeah.
So it's not a surprise. It's a surprise that she would go and teach an after-school program, knowing her history.
There was someone on Twitter that was being a snitch.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Snitch tagged him. Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's cool or not that teachers have OnlyFans or whatever, but doesn't seem like we're going about it in the most productive way.
Yeah, seems.
But at the same time, it seems like the teachers usually end up having the last laugh, because this happened to a couple teachers here in the St. Louis area.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, there's like, I'm making like $100K a month now. So, thanks.
It's been done enough, you could almost call it like a teacher's retirement plan. Okay, well, this is
You going from teaching hole to showing hole.
Hey-o! Absolutely. And like we said, I think before, we've seen some of these Rachel Dolezal photos. She's, pretty good looking lady. I don't know.
Not an attractive woman. The whole faking being black thing
not great.
doesn't seem like it's out of like hate or malice. It is really fucking weird.
Just very bizarre. Yes.
Very fucking weird.
Yes, very strange.
I come from a family that faked being Italian because it was the one thing. Right. The one thing, because that was it was better than being Irish.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Fairly hirsuted, but there's nothing about me that says like Italian. Like,
no, I would never.
I work
guessed.
with some real Sicilian ass motherfuckers. I could not. I would not pass the smell test.
I was gonna say your hair is off. You got like
a red beard.
Right. That's a big one. Yeah, definitely. Everything about you screams Irish. That's what I'm saying.
I look like I fell off the fucking table. I did die. I lost me Lucky Charms. Hey, does anyone not know where I can find the Goon Cave?
Fake. Jerry Adams and McGoon Cave again.
Fuck. Now it's just doing fucking Trailer Park Boys for people that buy like all birds.
You talking about Letterkenny?
Yeah.
I like how I got it in one.
It's like I mean Letterkenny is funny, but it's like it's just Trailer Park Boys for people that iron their jeans.
I've always thought, like, is there an Irish Trailer Park Boys? And the closest you're probably gonna get, is Dairy Girls. That's all I can think of. But that's in the wrong time period. Anyway, I have to.
I heard Ian Miles Cheong, who used to be my weed dealer in Malaysia, has been executed by the state.
Yeah, breaking news at this hour. Ian Miles Cheong. Here's a Time magazine.
They put him in a giant bag and threw him in the river, like a bag of kittens.
Yeah, Ian Miles Cheong has not left Malaysia, and probably will not now.
No, because they are praying him through the street, caning him.
and dragged him behind a horse, an incontinent horse. Yeah, so Time Magazine here. People online are fantasizing about Malaysia cracking down on right-wing commentator Miles Cheong. Commentator is a bit of a stretch there, Time Magazine. I'm
Internet
not really
sycophant?
right. Total dipshit.
A man that if he could surgically attach his lips to Elon Musk's butthole and live off of it like an anglerfish.
Oh, yeah, he would human centipede with Elon Musk, no question.
Absolutely.
So Chad de Guzman has the unfortunate job of trying to explain all this to non-online people via time.com. Malaysian right-wing commentator and social media influencer Miles Cheong was quick to dispel rumors spreading on the internet that his home government supposedly executed him over his past pro-Israel posts. Quote, seriously, I can't even take a nap without waking up to some nonsense, Cheong wrote on X, formerly Twitter. I fucking hate that. I keep saying that every time it comes up, but it bothers me. On Wednesday afternoon local time, in response to another user, Christy Yamaguchi Main, the Waffle House, once again, that read, Miles Cheong has been executed by the Malaysian government at the order of Anwar Ibrahim for his continued online support of Israel's offense in the Gaza Strip. He was 35 years old. Time goes on to say the post was deleted, which it was, but not before it generated thousands of retweets, tens of thousands of likes, and inspired celebration from social media users who apparently dislike Cheong. Apparently? Come on, Time. Let's go. Apparently. The brouhaha followed an earlier post over the weekend by Australian political activist Drew Pevlau that attracted similar attention for its suggestion that Cheong's suppression by the Malaysian government was imminent. Quote, Malaysia's restrictions on freedom of speech and endemic anti-Semitism are very bad. We shall acknowledge that, while also admitting that Miles Cheong potentially falling victim to them is quite funny. That is James Palmer at Beijing Palmer. Yes, that is the definitive take. It's bad that the government in Malaysia is doing this, but it is also incredibly funny that it will or may happen to Miles Cheong. It can be both. We can hold two thoughts in our head at the same time. You know, there's guys posting gifs of them like celebrating Ian's impending doom. Hurt Copain at Saeed DiCaprio. Miles Cheong getting the electric chair soon?
And it's a company with a Snapchat. It says, funeral food be so good, I forget who died.
Yes. That's right. The only thing missing is the R.I.P. Bozo Pack Watch guy. Puffing the big doink. Yeah. Yeah, so it does give you some interesting background on Cheong. For those of you not aware, he's based in Ipoh, is a contributor to Canadian media company Rebel News, former contributor to The Daily Caller, and Russian state media RT. So it is really, really bizarre that this guy ever kind of came to prominence to begin with. I always found him such a weird figure. Like this guy from Malaysia suddenly becoming so influential on the right in America.
Fucking pocket watching our bullshit.
Absolutely. Constantly.
A guy who looks like...
Oh, yeah. If you've never seen him... My God.
If you've ever worked a grocery store job, he looks like the guy that you're like, fuck, man, I hope he doesn't come to my line. This guy's going to be a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah.
You're seeing the guy like with his hand in his pants, like he's probably going to rob someone. Like, I want that guy.
You'll take him over
I'll take the guy that maybe he's just got an itchy dick, but he might also have like his dad's old like 1911 or some
jeez,
shit.
yeah.
You know, something that fucking you can see like the fucking rust come off when you pull back the action.
The broken safety catch, so he's always a danger of shooting his own dick off. Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, but just like looks like if you were a service worker, the worst person you could imagine that isn't like a white woman.
Yeah, and he goes by @StillGray, which is in reference to the fact that he's been having extremely gray hair since his 20s. It's just like this old photo.
From caring too much about shit that ain't his problem.
Yeah. So rest in peace, Miles Cheong. Time
No, rest
magazine.
in piss.
Time Magazine got it wrong. Sorry, folks. He did.
Oh, and Joe Biden
Oh, yeah.
encouraging, I'm guessing, at least a half dozen mass shootings in the future.
Yeah, so Super Bowl Sunday was a couple days ago. Immediately after the game, when the Chiefs won, Biden posts a laser eyes meme, just like we drew it up, joking about the whole riff that people have been doing about the NFL being rigged
Dark
or scripted,
Brandon.
doing the Dark Brandon thing. Yeah. But the timing sucked because during the Super Bowl and a number of times earlier that day, there were a lot of bad things happening in Rafah.
Yeah.
So you have on social media the president, laser eyes, saying, without context, just like we drew it up, as people in Rafah are getting bombed to death. Not
Yeah.
good. Not great.
Well, Travis Cleese is pushing his coach.
Oh, yeah. He's getting mad at the coach. Like, okay, I get it. But
I'd be mad at that fat fuck too, man. Give me the fucking ball, man.
granted, I mean, he's not really a rushing or a passing player. He's more of a,
Sure. I don't really have any strong opinions about it. I do like the amount of my people I work with that lost money.
Oh,
The 49ers were going to win. I was like,
wait a
nah.
minute. Yeah, Chiefs won last year, and they've had a solid
Yeah.
gold season. I don't know what you're talking. Like, why would you? Yes, okay, you can hate Taylor Swift all you want, but that's not a money move. Betting against the Chiefs, who just came off a Super Bowl season. What are you talking about?
And the thing is, too, like, I'm not a big sports guy, but, like, I at least know the names of a couple people that play for the Chiefs. I don't know anyone on the 49ers.
No, they got no stars. Because I mean, Mahomes, Purdy, some real superstars over there on the Chiefs, and a lot of those people are from last year's Super Bowl. They kept all the good folks. So yeah, of course they're going to have a shot. But hating Taylor Swift enough to bet against the Chiefs is just, that's easy money. If I'm a bookie, man, I'm staying open late. I'm like, yeah, come on, give me all your.
We didn't even watch.
I didn't either. I just followed it on the online, and that was fine.
I watched it on just like would check Twitter and go, oh, okay. I mean, just by looking like how the fourth quarter went, like score wise, like, oh, this actually like it probably would have been a pretty compelling Super Bowl, because
Yeah.
I feel like every time I watch the Super Bowl, like it's like it's a wash, fucking by the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, the last couple times I watched the Super Bowl with this group of friends of ours, it was Patriots #1, and I fucking I just can't stand that team for some reason. It was usually Patriots or Falcons, and I can't really stand either of them. And then or Eagles, Falcons, Eagles, which one was it? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Birds, and it was like teams I didn't care about.
Yeah.
Kansas City I can get behind because they're at least in the same state. Oh wait, Chiefs is in Missouri, not Kansas, right? Is that what?
Yeah, they're Kansas.
Okay.
No, they're Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay, all right. So they're in the
I
same.
don't know
state.
what the fuck is actually in Kansas City, Kansas. I've driven past it a few
The
times.
Royals, I think.
No,
Royals are Missouri.
they are in Missouri. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's nothing I can think of. I don't think they have an NHL team. I don't think they have.
I think Kansas City, Kansas is just a place that exists.
KU for basketball, maybe the Jayhawks, but
Yeah.
but that's college ball. Who gives a shit about college?
ball.
People who give a shit about college sports really bug me, especially if they're not a graduate of the school that they're rooting for. That's so weird to me.
Oh, fuck. My mom never got a college degree. And my whole entire time growing up, walked around fucking wearing a Notre Dame Fighting Irish like fucking starter jacket.
Well, that could have just been because the logo was badass.
Sure.
There's a couple of people down the street here that have all the KU stuff, but they are KU alma maters. Like that's their school. I know a guy who's big about Tennessee college ball, but again, he went to school in Tennessee. Like that makes sense. But if you never went to Notre Dame, if you never went to Duke, but you're rooting for him every year and why? Call me 314-246-9766. Explain yourself. But Joe Biden, piece of shit. That's just, I guess that's the Motion Khan here posting no humanity in Biden. I think he is Zionist lobby in America. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I mean, he's been pretty much a Zionist his whole entire political career.
Right.
So it's really no surprise.
Oh boy.
So Just none of it's looking good.
Not good.
No wonder why we do a podcast looking back.
Yeah, there's a good reason for that. As the present is a painful place.
Yeah, Macho Man had to return his Apple Vision Pro. Could not get the Lisa Ann 3D video working right.
That's right. Like we talked about last week with Whack Nicholson, we did talk about 404 Media, talking about the fact that you cannot do VR porno on the Apple Vision Pro. This year from The Verge, the headline, Apple fans are starting to return their Vision Pro. Victoria Song here writing, comfort, headache, and eye strain are among the top reasons people say they're returning their Vision Pro headsets. And again, I have to emphasize the fact that it is $3,500 motherfucking dollars. That is a lot of money. That is 6 PlayStation 5s. Okay?
Yeah.
That's
6 PlayStations with no games.
It's that's 6 Xboxes or whatever. Whatever you want. It's
yeah.
You're blowing a lot of money for what feels like very little in return.
This is like a Newton that you strap to your head, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, from what I understand. I mean, Ed Zitron wrote a great piece in his Substack, Where's Your Ed At, about, hey, this is really cool when I can have a Trivium live thing going at like 200 inches in front of my face, and I'm also trying to like write the newsletter. But then it's an exhaustive piece. It's about 5,000 words maybe, and he goes in about why it's not there yet. And apparently, according to The Verge and other places, it's kind of unanimous. Like people are saying things like, honeymoon is over. It triggers motion sickness. It's too heavy because it's weighed down in the front with all the stuff on the goggles. The Verge's product manager, Parker Ortolani, told the writer Victoria Song he thought using the device led to a burst blood vessel in his eye. Not good. Despite being as magical to use as I'd hoped, it was simply way too uncomfortable to wear, even for short periods of time, both due to the weight and the strap design. I wanted to use it, but dreaded putting it on. That is not the future, if you ask me. Even Google Labs was lightweight. You know what I mean? Like, It had a lot of advantages. This just feels bad. I don't know. Constant headaches, eye strain. RJ Tech on Twitter, can't wait to return the Vision Pro. Probably the most mind-blowing piece of tech I've ever tried. Can't deal with those headaches after 10 minutes of use, though. Apple's got a lot of beta testers out there, apparently, and this is what they're going to do. Here's a user on Thread saying that Figma screens made them look dizzy, and that the device was not applicable to their work, as in there are not default apps for things that should have default apps for the AR experience. And that's a damn shame, because the idea was, much like a laptop, it was going to free you from the desktop experience. That was at least the way it was sold to me, was that it was going to be, I can have a full-featured PC experience on top of reality anywhere. At least that's how it sounded to me when we first started talking about it, when we talked with Ed Zitron about it, when he was on. I was like, okay, because when Ed was talking about it, he was so psyched about it.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, okay, well, maybe, I started to kind of come around on it. Now I'm reading all this. I'm like, you know what? Good, I guess. I don't know. I feel like this might be an Apple product. You talked about it being a Newton you strap to your face. I'm thinking it might even be like, the Mac Mini. Just like it's a curiosity. People, will pick it up, but maybe.
I think, what was the failed gaming console that Apple released in the 90s?
Oh, the Pippin. I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, I think there's a reason.
Okay, so it said Bandai. They were going to team up with Bandai. Produce a scaled-down version of the Mac purely for CD-ROM gameplay. Interesting concept. Oh, God, they didn't want it to be on the internet. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Yeah, not good. Oh, God, it went on sale in Japan for the price of 64,800 yen, which included a dial-up modem and 4 bundled CD-ROMs. So, I mean, I'm not reading all this. What wound up happening?
It just fucking sucks. Like, it just becomes as this really, really expensive bloat thing had no right to exist. I would say that the Apple Vision Pro perhaps has some more it's a little bit more promising.
Yeah.
But like right now, it just seems like, I mean, you said 3DO. I mean, the 3DO was kind of a glorified paperweight outside of like 5 games.
The Wonder Swan, the Jaguar 64, there was a lot of stuff in that era that was...
Don't shit on the Wonder Swan or the Neo Geo Pocket.
Just because half the games didn't get translated. So like...
I mean, that's the problem.
I don't know very much Japanese, so I can't really read the on-screen text. I know what a terrible weeaboo I am. I know, but that kind of makes a difference if you're playing an RPG and you don't know which one says fight and which one says run or something. You know, it's a pretty big deal.
Trial and error, my friend.
I guess so. Well, Apple Vision Pro, not great. You know what else is not great, Brian?
Crypto scams.
You're listening to 48 Minutes of Dogs Barking, the podcast.
And now it's time for the Crypto Scam of the Week.
Hey, it's our old friends, Yuga Labs. Oh, boy. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
I do not know about this, but I'm enthralled that Yuga Labs is apparently cocked up again.
Again, yeah. So an NFT created by Yuga Labs called Other Side. This here from Decrypt. The saga began on Tuesday when Yuga announced that players who had successfully completed a mission in the Other Side platform's Legends of the Mara game could now claim on-chain collectibles dubbed loot as rewards. Players quickly jumped to mint the NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain, only to discover that the gas fees were costly, especially considering that loot was supposed to be a free perk. Let's see here. It also details back in 2022, frenzied mint of deeds to virtual land in Other Side cost users an eye-watering $157 million in transaction costs alone. Yeah. So Yuga's leadership attempted to rectify any bad feelings with a peace offering. Chief Gaming Officer, first of all, Chief Gaming Officer, that's a title? All right. Spencer Tucker posted that community anger at the loot gas fees was justified. To compensate, he said, any impacted user would be eligible to claim a free catalyst, another in-game on-chain perk. The quote here, people who minted ship parts paid a bunch of gas, which sucks, so we want to make things right. The community response was not good. Murat Night Deaths posting here, oh my god, giving free catalyst isn't going to solve anything. Why would we race for it then? Why you guys are doing everything wrong and then making it worse? Why is it so hard to build an off-chain marketplace which we can just deposit ApeCoin for once and use it without paying? Greg Solano, oh boy, Yuga's co-founder, jumped in and said, well, we're not doing the free catalyst anymore. All gas fees would be fully covered and reimbursed by Yuga. Thanks for calling us on our shit and bearing with us, he said. There's no easy way out of this one. I mean, they really dug their own grave here.
Their fucking ape chain or whatever. I don't know much about it. I don't know if it's like an L2 on Ethereum, like base or something like that. But yeah, Ethereum is really fucking expensive. I've seen transactions where like someone paid like $200 just to approve a contract to sell.
Whew.
Yeah, it's
not great.
It's yeah. When you consider that like other chains that are much more efficient but maybe not as popular, their transaction fees are like in the pennies.
Right, yeah. This one, according to Molly White, Web3 is going great. They said the free NFT costs around $30 in gas fees to mint. And of course, the idea being behind these was that they were meant to be traded back and forth, and so that's $30 each time.
Right.
Not good. Journey Crypto even did a tweet here saying, well, you know, maybe they're going to ditch Ethereum, which they might need to if this is going to keep happening. I mean,
yeah, Ethereum's just really, as far as like a proof of concept for a blockchain, like it's not the worst, but it hasn't scaled the best.
Well, no, I mean, God, every other day it's something about gas fees are going just bonkers, wild crazy. Like it's almost not worth it to do anything on Ethereum just because of the fees.
Pretty much, yeah. That's why a lot of people don't fuck with it. I think that's probably, yeah, I think it's its biggest weakness. And VB is trying to make it more efficient and less costly to use. But again, I think That is probably the biggest problem with crypto, is that once you get to like a scale that's like almost a sample size you would call like real world usage, it just doesn't scale up well. It gets clogged up, or transactions cost too much. I think that is going to be one of the elements that hampers, crypto or blockchain technology from ever really being fully adopted.
Well, yeah, because like I'm thinking about transaction fees on other types of transactions. So like if I'm paying with a debit card or a credit card, even if it's an ACH transaction, those fees are pennies on the dollar versus $30 per. Like, no, if $30 for something that's free, well, that's like getting something for $1 on eBay and then paying $40 in shipping. It's the same problem, right? Like,
Right.
They're recouping some costs somewhere. It's just it's not good. Things are not looking good over there at Yuga Labs, but they're still going. I don't know. They have a guy whose entire job is chief gaming officer, which I feel like is it's a hell of a position. I'd like that.
Yeah, gosh, just rolling around Chio dust all day, smelling like a wet sock. Yeah, no, man. Wow, the gas fees, those are just really fucking crazy, man. Yeah, I don't know what we should do about that, but yeah, I don't know. I guess somebody should do something about it, though.
Yeah, man. Tommy Chong ass looking motherfucker. And
The dev's not here, man.
no, it's me. I got the stuff. Come on, man. From one weird experiment to another, this week's main topic, Italian Spider-Man.
Italian Spider-Man.
Now, I did not. I thought when I first saw this, when it first came out, which was 2007 or so?
Yeah.
Is that right? And when I first saw this, I legitimately thought it was a poorly made Italian Spider-Man. What I later learned was that the creators were from Australia.
One of the weirdest turns,
Yeah.
I think, in strange internet shit. Like, wait, they're not even European, they're Australian?
Yeah. So it presents itself like a parody. Well, you've seen, or maybe some of you have seen, the Japanese Spider-Man show. They did a live action show, and it was very cheaply made, very Doctor Who paper sets, not great.
Yeah.
But it had a certain kind of handmade charm to it. And I thought, okay, well, this is just somebody in Italy did this in the 70s or something. No, 2007 is when this came out. And it was created, it was originally going to be it started with the trailer, actually. The trailer came out first before anything else had been shot. So they shot this entire fake trailer. And it says here, according to the Wikipedia article, it was filmed on one 16mm roll of film in one day. And it was partly a parody of the 1968 film Danger Diabolique. Mystery Science Theater 3000 fans may recognize that one. It's one of the last ones before.
I believe it is the last episode.
Okay. I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Is an amazing piece of late 60s spy schlock, with or without the commentary from with the bots and
it was Mike at that
Mike
time.
at that time. Yeah.
Yeah, it was produced by De Laurentiis, right? It says here. Yeah, Dino De Laurentiis, kind of a big name for a time. God, Death Wish, Mandingo, 3 Days of the Condor.
The Dead Zone.
Oh, yeah. Conan the Barbarian, Blue Velvet.
Army of Darkness?
Yeah, that was a De Laurentiis joint there, yeah. Cat's Eye, Silver Bullet, a lot of Stephen King. Halloween 2, Evil Dead 2, the Manhunter movie, basically Red Dragon before Red Dragon, and foolishly passed on adapting Silence of the Lambs. Could have had a banger under your belt there, Dino. What a string of hits Dino was responsible for, but yeah, Danger Diabolique was not one of them. It was also just not a good movie.
It's an interesting piece of
It's fine.
of weird cinema of its time. But yeah, you don't watch it thinking like you're going to get a great movie.
No, you got to be really
cheesy and weird, but in its production values and its off kilter sensibilities, there is a fertile ground in which to grow a strong parody, which Italian Spider-Man most certainly embodies. The special effects are cheap but endearing.
Yep.
The overdub is distorted. And
they intentionally did it badly.
Oh yeah, I mean, the fact that they actually shot it on film is very cool. I rewatched the entire thing.
Okay.
And I just forgot how fucking funny and bizarre it is. The professor, the Italian Spider-Man, and the describe Italian Spider-Man. He is a overweight Italian man with long hair, wearing a domino mask, with a chevron mustache.
Oh yeah.
Black slacks with like black dress shoes, black gloves, and a lightweight red sweater with like the worst looking like fourth grader on PCP looking spider.
The David Thorpe and the spider that he drew for the landlords, like, you take the month off the rent. That same kind of spider.
Yeah.
Just really badly drawn. Yeah.
And his henchman is Captain Maximum, which is a guy who you can barely see his goatee under his lucha libre mask.
Yes.
And his thing is that he can turn to a snake.
Into a snake, yeah.
And he has two henchmen that are snakes that he throws to the ground. They explode in a cloud, and it's two other guys in lucha libre mask. It's fucking absurd.
There's a whole plot about them fighting over an asteroid.
An asteroid which has a serum in it that causes organic creatures or organic material to duplicate, which the professor shows Italian Spider-Man by first demonstrating on a mouse, which causes a mouse to two mice, and then he goes and does it to his assistant, a pretty brunette woman.
Okay.
And then there's two pretty brunette women,
right?
And the first one is nonplussed by it and just continues filing her nails, and the professor just kind of nonchalantly takes the mouse and pushes it into a bag and then beats the shit out of it with a shoe. And then he takes a revolver out of his pocket and shoots the clone. It's just...
Well, and then they settle it with a surf battle, isn't that?
That's what's Captain Maximum after that.
Okay,
a surf battle for the meteor.
Okay,
I think
not for the serum, but the meteor. Okay,
something along those lines.
It's
it's at its best when it's not trying to do too much.
Yeah.
The last segment where there's a big fight in like a rock quarry.
The classic Star Trek rock quarry fight, you know? Yeah.
It has some moments that ends on a really great note, but you can kind of see that they are stretching the capabilities of the format they're working in, the budget they're working with, and I think their own talent.
Yes. There's even a bit where they're throwing penguins at each other. Half of this stuff is just like, half of this stuff is like half remembered for me because I'm like reading the synopsis, like, oh yeah, then there's this bit about them throwing penguins, and it's such an absurd piece of like faux superhero stuff. Like I said, feels like a knockoff. It feels cheap. It feels like Doctor Who. It feels, they shot it on 16 millimeters, so it's got all those limitations of 16 millimeter that the grain and like everything that is the limitation. They're pressing really, really, really hard up against it.
Yeah, there's just so many great little bits because I think this is also like right before Be Kind Rewind came out, which had the whole sweeted movie thing, which I imagine we'll probably talk about at some point.
Oh yeah.
It felt like people just doing something weird and interesting for the sake of doing it. And stuff that still fucking cracks me up. Like, I think it's the second or third episode where it's Italian Spider-Man's apartment, and he's got the femme fatale that he just got done doing, whatever, smoking cigarettes. Oh, yeah, Italian Spider-Man is also constantly smoking cigarettes.
And fucking.
And drinking macchiatos. There is a henchman that sneaks into his apartment, and they use stock footage of a crocodile.
Crocodile!
Which, it just seems so lo-fi to use the stock footage. And then the camera, it changes, and it's a guy in a really weird crocodile costume and a gun.
Yeah. And so they made this trailer, right? The trailer came out before the series, and they shopped it around, and they actually got the South Australian Film Corporation to invest 9,500 Australian dollars to expand the trailer into a full series. Unfortunately, a couple of years later, the company that they had created to do all this dissolved, but the Special Broadcasting Service reached out to them about a television adaptation. Copyright issues caused the project to be dropped. And then the same people went on to get commissioned to create the show Danger 5 with a budget of 1.5 million Australian dollars. Now, very big difference from 9,000 to a mil. And it shows, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Danger 5. It's a longtime favorite of mine because it's just absolutely absurd. It's a parody of Thunderbirds. It's a parody of G.I. Joe almost, spy fiction. It's got a ton of different influences thrown in there. Every episode is they're trying to kill Hitler. Entire episodes about dinosaur Nazis and just absolute bonker shit. And there may be, if you're familiar with the gif of a guy reading a magazine that on the front says Sensible Chuckle. Sensible Chuckle magazine comes from Danger 5, as does the dinosaur Nazi pointing a gun at someone and yelling at them. Just what an absurd, fun little thing. And they got to make it. They got to do their thing because they made Italian Spider-Man. It's like, all right. This is my favorite fact, though. This is the thing that really made me laugh today. I just found this out. So Chris Miller, Phil Lord, the two guys who are producing the Lego movie, Lego Batman, and so they got to work on Across the Spider-Verse. And they were trying to get Italian Spider-Man as a character in Across the Spider-Verse.
So fucking good.
Unfortunately, the character couldn't be used, according to Joaquim De Santos. It couldn't be used because it was not owned by Marvel. He stated, quote, "We watched this thing called Italian Spider-Man. I don't know you guys familiar with it. It's bonkers. It's completely bootleg. It's not owned by anybody except the crazy people that made it on the internet. We tried for Italian Spider-Man at some point. Marvel was like, we don't know what you're talking about, dude. That's not ours. So yeah." Which, honestly, if there's going to be a third Spider-Verse movie, I'm lobbying for it. I gotta see the overweight shotgun-toting guy.
Yeah. The mustachioed.
Absolutely. It's like, it's just in the background, just for a second.
Just in the background.
But yeah, what an absurd... These types of things were happening a lot, though.
Yeah, just people that like realize that, oh, I can me and my friends, we can make this thing, and maybe we can put it on the internet, and maybe people will like it.
Yeah, I mean that's what happened with Red Letter Media, and look at them now. I mean they're blowing up, but still.
I've been listening to the new Kanye West record. Wow, I would rather listen to Milli Vanilli without the backing tracks.
Star Wars ruined my childhood. Fucking polio did. But yeah, it's the same. It's crazy people with no budget doing stupid shit and getting a big name off it. I mean, that's
one of the more infamous reaction gifs. Do you not remember? You're drawing a blank here.
Yeah. What is it?
The gif was everywhere for many years. Of the man with the curly long hair shaking his head back and forth in disbelief, and it's just the goofiest fucking thing.
Yeah.
That's from Italian Spider-Man.
I thought that was from Doctor Who.
No, that's from Italian Spider-Man.
Okay, all right. Well, that's what fucked me up. I thought it was a Doctor Who thing because it kind of looks like Tom Baker. I love that. Yeah, ooh, and it's the big like zoom out, like the vertigo zoom he's doing.
It's not really doing. I think there might be some zoom on it, but it's just this weird reaction. Just an unmistakably strange response to like, I think he finds like a dead woman in a hallway or something. It's just like, whoa.
Or I'm thinking about the Troll 2, the oh my god, like that reaction.
He got the fucking fly on his glasses or whatever.
yeah, that scene from Troll 2. Okay, I didn't realize that was because I haven't seen this in a long time. I didn't wind up rewatching it for this. This was just like I'm going off of memory here. I didn't remember that scene though. That's funny. That gif was everywhere. Jesus, you mentioned the Be Kind Rewind, the Sweeted movies. That was definitely a vibe, the Michel Gondry thing that he kind of ushered in.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Be Kind Rewind with the Sweden movies and Grindhouse with like the Grindhouse trailers.
Yeah.
Which gave us Hobo with a Shotgun.
Almost all of those movies that were fake in the trailers in Grindhouse are now real.
I'm talking about the internet stuff because there was an internet contest to make a fake Grindhouse trailer.
Yeah, that's right. Hobo with a Shotgun did get made into a movie.
That got
though.
made into a real movie, and Thanksgiving.
Yep, just came out.
White
Eli
meat,
Roth.
dark meat, all will be carved.
And Machete, of course. Robert Rodriguez made 2 Machete movies. The only one that hasn't been made is Edgar Wright's Don't.
Well, thankfully, Rob Zombie's Nazi.
Oh, yeah,
woman.
Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS, yeah.
I think that's the real movie's title.
Oh, okay.
His was, I mean, I think Rob Zombie is really probably one of the most surface level motherfuckers to ever live.
Agreed.
I hate people that think that he's like some auteur.
No.
Or like, no, I mean, he is deep as a fucking kiddie pool.
Right.
Under a goddamn fucking galvanized press.
There's some moments in some of his movies that make you go, fuck yeah, but it's not, the whole thing doesn't necessarily cohere. Like the ending of Devil's Rejects is worth the time you spend with the movie.
I think that Devil's Rejects might be the only good movie he's made.
Yeah, 3 from Hell was kind of a weird little creature. I don't know.
And House of a Thousand Corpses kind of feels like having bamboo shoots under your fingernails.
Yeah, I don't really know what he was going for there, but it didn't land for me.
His Halloween remake was
Okay.
it's all right.
It's all right. Yeah, I mean, you're going up against Carpenter. That's a tough row to hoe, no matter who you are. And you know, Carpenter in those, at least in the first 2 Halloweens, and a lot of the stuff he did before, somewhat understated compared to some of the people that came after him. The Rob Zombie Halloween 2 compared to Carpenter's is like, why are you doing this? This didn't need to happen. Why? What is going on here?
I'd rather watch Season of the Witch.
Honestly, I've seen it recently. It's not as bad as I remembered it.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's fine.
So it's okay.
It's Poltergeist 3 level of fine.
Oof, I've never ventured past the original Poltergeist. So.
Oh man, Poltergeist 2 is a banger. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Yeah, Poltergeist 2.
I don't know, but did the movie executives abuse a child to her death to make sure it was good?
Not good on that front, but as a movie.
You've built your child abuse business on Indian burial ground.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much the Poltergeist series, unfortunately. But you know, I love low budget schlock. I'll watch any old bullshit.
Yeah.
And
oh boy, I mean, I was a frequent face at the local Family Video at the last days of them carrying VHS tapes, because I got to watch all kinds of weird shit like Taboo Asia, which is an insane shock video. American Ninja 2, The Stuff, Chud. They had all of the amazing B movies, man. It really was something fucking special.
When everything moved to DVD, I don't know where half of those movies went, because like Puppet Master, I only just now saw that Full Moon's putting those out on Blu-ray after however many years of being out of print. Doll Man. I just watched My Demon Lover. Remember this little gem? It's supposed to be this like quirky horror themed rom-com about a single woman in New York who's just trying to make it. And there's this guy who's living on the street because every time he gets horny, he turns into a demon. But there's also a serial killer going around killing young women. It's very bizarre. They do a meet cute, but he's homeless. And this is that. Ultimately, it's like a real fluff of a movie. There's not a lot to it aside from the really great creature effects. They have this guy in all these huge prosthetics, and it's just disgusting and really funny. It's a joke. Every time he gets horny, he becomes a demon. Not just any demon, but like a different demon face every time. So sometimes he's just this like fat demon, and sometimes he's got wings. And like, it's just, like, what
amazing.
the fuck is this? It's called My Demon Lover. that kind of shit, though. That was the VHS era for me. Like, there's just like, you pick up a movie and you're like, what the fuck is this? Frankenhooker. What the fuck am I watching?
Frankenhooker are like Tromaville shit. Yeah, something that like did not really hold over to DVDs, but somehow kind of found a foothold in like the early YouTube and early streaming days.
Yeah.
Like on Something Awful, they had like the awful movie reviews.
Yes.
And I remember the guy that originally did that article admitting in a FIAD post that how he found these movies was just looking for the stuff that had the worst ratings on Netflix.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
like,
Yes.
That's just how he did it. He's just like find the lowest rated shit that they had on the DVD
and move it to the top of your queue. Yeah. We covered this actually in another episode, badmovies.org. That's where I heard about a lot of these fucker shit show movies. And they would do these reviews and I would read it and go, I don't know, man, that sounds like it kind of kicks ass. So that's how I saw the fucking movie.
You watch it and you're like, ugh.
It was always a crapshoot, but there was this great little fucking movie called Mean Guns. I don't remember half of anything that happens in the movie except for there's an entire sequence where a bunch of guys are like emptying clips into a car. I don't know why. It's just like, this is badass.
This is the entire budget of the movie.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You'd find some shit though, like the movie Cherry 2000 about a sex droid who
was there something like called like DEFCON 3 that had like a really
DEFCON
cool
4. Yeah.
That had that really fucking cool cover.
Yeah.
Of like
not a great movie.
Not a great movie, no. But man, what a fucking cool ass cover with the skeleton.
That fucking cover got me to rent that fucking movie because it looked badass.
Same.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then like it's like, oh, this is just really low budget and weird and
Yeah. That's
it's it's entertaining as a curiosity, but that's about it.
Toby Hooper's Life Force. I did not realize how many boob shots were going to be in that movie, and then the fact that it was about space vampires. But that was definitely a movie.
It's definitely a thing that happened.
Oh man, if you haven't seen it, oh fantastic! And the lady in it, very attractive young woman.
Oh, yes.
Well, speaking of attractive young women.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Shock.jpg.
I believe it's time for the shock.jpg segment of the show.
We're looking for a different type of indie art on the internet.
Very, very different, yes. So this one is simply entitled One Guy, One Cock, Brian. I don't know about you, but when I hear one guy, one cock,
I'm thinking about that's what the good Lord wanted for
yeah,
us all.
It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Dry Heave. This one was hosted by LolShock and Shock 10. Actually, they both had a mirror of it, but One Guy, One Cock is really 11 seconds of a guy getting face fucked.
Wow, that's some real Gawk 5000 shit going on there.
Yeah, I mean,
gosh.
There really isn't much else to it. It's
like,
literally 11 seconds.
Dick to get rid of his tonsils.
Well, yeah, definitely like, hey, help me out here. I got a tickle in my throat, buddy. Just dudes being bros is all I'm saying.
It's just we could definitely tell who lost the racquetball game.
Yes,
2 out of 3 there.
Yeah, it's like, okay, Steve. All right,
all right. Show me what that mouth do.
Yeah, it's just.
The only thing was missing was him pinching that guy's nose shut.
Oh, the classic deep throat porno thing of pinching the nose shut. Yeah. Which I was like, I always think is like, that's just rude. Yeah. You got your cock buried in someone's face down to the tonsils. Why are why are we doing this now?
To assert dominance.
I know. I understand that. But
I guess some people want to be degraded.
Which I understand that completely. That makes a lot of sense.
That's why we do this podcast.
Fair enough. So I saw that on a list of like shock sites. I'm like, that's not shocking. It's just somebody getting.
It is shocking in the sense that like that's just a lot of cock to take.
It definitely. He looked like he had a fat hog, to be sure.
This man was definitely blessed with a hog there.
Which is, hey, good for him. Not so good for the person having to get that past your, molars.
It's like trying to eat a Subway sandwich without chewing.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, that's no good. Yeah, I don't know. It's like that's shocking. I guess if you're not expecting it. I mean, that's one thing.
I don't know. I guess it's the quote a past guest of ours. I guess it's shocking because they're gay.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the punchlines of these are just like, haha, gay.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
No, if that guy had thrown up on that cock.
okay, now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, because I mean, puke is always shocking
Yeah.
to me.
And there was a little bit of poo-poo in there.
Yeah, it's the puke and the poo-poo, and I'm just like, I don't want to, because I passed on 2 other puke-related ones. I'm like, yeah, I'm taking her easy for a little while on the puking and the poo-poo. Next week I'll have something really disgusting for you, believe me. But
Oh, thank you.
yeah, just to make sure my brand is strong. I'm gonna. It's called Waifu Basics. You'll see it next week.
Oh, Jesus.
It's the things you should do if you're going to be someone's waifu. Lot of puking. Anyway.
I wish I could find the fucking weird give mommy a gut fucking comic.
Oh God.
It is so
Like a wound in
fucking
someone's.
is so fucking insane. And I feel like it's just me and a bunch of other people used to post on the pink forum way too much to remember it. But have I explained this to you?
Maybe. I don't think we've explained it on the show though.
How I remember this is a comic. Is surprising. The art is surprisingly good. The premise is that like a supermarket where you can buy like women that are like hanging from meat hooks.
Oh boy.
And it's like a mom and her son.
Oh boy.
And I forget exactly what happens, but somehow the mom ends up in the position of a woman that's on the meat hook.
Okay.
And her abdomen is sliced open,
Oh,
and
no.
she tells her son, "Give mommy a gut fucking," and is fucking wild.
Yeah.
So when people talk about like the weird uncensored internet, I don't really think about Rotten
No.
so much. I think about stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, I have probably put myself on a couple FBI lists trying to find this, just because it is so fucking weird and absurd.
Yeah.
And it's that sort of thing where you realize like halfway through, like, oh, this is someone's kink.
Yes.
Like if this is something that they could actually make happen in the real world without legal repercussions, they would absolutely be down to do it, no matter who it hurt. It's but that used to be part of the internet. Is like, look at what this fucking weirdo thinks is like cool or hot, or sexy, and you're like, wow, I'm sure glad. And that's really what you when you look at that, you go, wow, I am so glad I am not like that.
Yeah, you definitely. I mean, a lot of
that was part of the original appeal of the internet to me, was like being like, you know what, my life sucks. At least I'm not Chris Chan.
Look at this fucking weirdo. Yeah,
Look at this fucking hipster.
right. Well, I mean,
look at this fucking incel.
That's a whole genre of posts now.
Yeah,
like
fucking King Cobra and the Amazing Atheist.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's technically an incel, but I wouldn't be.
He definitely has that MRA stink on him. The men going their own way type of guy. Because we're, whatever. I don't know.
We hunted the mammoth.
Yes, we hunted the mammoth. That's right.
And you believe in a silly little sky god.
Oh, yeah. Internet atheists were so funny.
All it took was that photo of that overweight guy in that fucking fedora to shut down that whole entire movement. The one that's like tips hat milady.
Yeah, yep. Actually. Yeah, those guys. I know you probably remember this guy, Ken Bone. For some fucking reason, he was made a big deal, and our former guest Chris Ward even went out and did a fucking ad with him. I can't remember what the whole thing was about, but he had a day with like Ken Bone in the fucking red sweater. Like, he did the whole thing. He's like, yeah, he's a nice guy. He's just a little weird dude. And I'm like, that's kind of.
He did that AMA on his real account.
Yes, which then.
So people went through and looked at his posts, and apparently he had a pregnancy fetish and said that pregnant women were like human submarines.
Beautiful human submarines. Yes, a phrase that will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Absolutely fucking insane phrase.
Beautiful.
And that's, like, whatever, man. Like, people have weird shit.
Hey,
but I think what really disgusted me with like all the photos he took with like police departments. I'm like, oh, so Kim Bone, not only are you a sex freak, you're also a class traitor.
Yeah, definitely not the hero some people were making him out to be. Although Really? He asked a question at a debate. What the fuck are you, like why?
I think he's just like a goofy guy wearing a weird sweater with a weird name.
Ken Bone, yes.
Entering the Bone Zone.
Entering the Bone Zone, yes. I think he still does something called the Bone Zone.
He was at CPAC
yes.
a couple years ago.
He was, yes.
Which is also disheartening.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was an undecided voter, which
which usually means right leaning.
Yeah, generally people on the right say we count those because they're definitely they're willing to be swayed by fascist propaganda. So
yes,
I don't know. People for some reason thought he was going to be a big deal, and I don't know what that was about. Ken, reach out to us 314
come on the podcast
246-9766. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you, Ken.
We can go down to Johnny O's and get all of the pregnant women pissing themselves videos you want.
Absolutely.
Bone is married to Heather Bone, whom he met in high school.
Of course.
He has a son named Logan.
Logan Bone.
Logan Bonin.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Logan Bonin. Woo! Oh, LB got the keg.
LB. Shit, dude.
Call himself the Long Bone.
Lobo. Hey, you call himself Lobo.
Lobo, yeah.
Hey.
Damn.
Right,
we made this. For all we know, this kid sucks.
But you know what? For right now, until we know better.
Old fucking Lobo.
Yeah, old Lobo, buddy.
Fucking Lobo. We're taking Stacy and Gwen down to the fucking bubble heads, and we're gonna flood the engine.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be fucking sick, bro.
We're gonna be crushing tall Natty Light cans on the roof of my Trans Am. Fuck yeah, dude. My cousin's repairing the IROC Z on the front yard, and he's gonna be hanging out all day.
Drambuie from my mom.
Drambuie, oh my god!
I'm drinking Drambuie and Sprite, man. Don't fucking laugh at me. It's fucking kicks ass, man.
That was lean before lean was a thing. It was Drambuie and Sprite.
You ever heard Inedible Bunk or the Incredible Hulk? I'm sorry, the mixed drink.
I don't know what that is.
It's like Hypnotic.
Oh.
And like Seagram's whiskey.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. I worked with a guy who's a little bit older than me and was telling me about it like it was like he lived through the Great Depression.
Oh, God. Well, see, I remember based on a Tupac song, my friend Joe would serve Thug's Passion. That was Alizé and champagne. It was Thug's Passion. And then
I'm sorry. It's I was thinking Seagram's whiskey because he used to call that Bumpy Face.
Okay.
It's equal parts Hypnotic and Hennessy.
Ooh.
And apparently it is just a fucking rager.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I always think Incredible Hulk, I think green, something in like chartreuse.
It turns green, apparently.
Okay. That would be why. All right. Because, yeah, Hypnotic itself is like blue, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got like that weird, like, metallic look.
Yeah, not a good one to mix with anything, honestly.
I've never had it.
It's not good.
Yeah. It's no fucking Orange Mad Dog.
No.
Orange Jubilee.
Orange Jubilee. The best Mad Dog, honestly, is Fruit Punch, the red one.
It's been a while, but I used to always, you know what, man? I live by a simple phrase, and it's Orange Jubilee is good to me.
Hey, all right. I mean, you stick with what works.
It most certainly works.
Absolutely.
I used to go fucking basement shows.
Yeah.
With a fucking thing of Orange Jubilee in my camera bag. And I remember I was like dating some girl and I took her to one of these basement shows. And I was like, check this out. Motherfucker's going to be making fun of me for having that fucking Mad Dog. But just wait. They're going to be coming up to me asking for a sip. And she was like, no way. And we go up to the bonfire behind this house. And someone's like, yo, sorry, you got that Mad Dog? And I'm just like, opening up my camera bag, cracking it open. Of course, buddy. Absolutely.
Okay, now you drank, obviously you didn't drink it cold.
I drank it cold.
You did drink it cold.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I had it in the freezer and then put it in my camera bag.
Yeah. Okay, because, man, room temperature Mad Dog is a...
No, I kept it cold, and I think there would be times, too, I'd find a cup and throw some ice in there. I had all the street cred of, man, he's drinking fucking Mad Dog? But I only ever maybe drank half of one. Yeah. And the other half was just dispersed. I was ruining other people's nights.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you really do not want to drink a whole thing of Mad Dog.
It's fortified wine. No, it'll fucking all those sulfates, all that added sugar, absolutely fucking wreck your shit.
I speak from experience.
Yeah,
you do not.
Some of the worst hangovers I had when I was underage were from old MD 2020.
And Thunderbird.
Oh,
Thunderbird was the worst.
Thunderbird's fucking rough.
Thunderbird will kill a man. I don't care what you say.
Thunderbird will bring a fucking dead cat back from the dead, only for the dead cat to die immediately.
Right. Like,
It's like a failed science experiment.
terrible.
You want to unclog a drain while creating another problem in your life? Use Thunderbird.
Exactly. I mean, there's even a reason why They Might Be Giants wrote a whole song about how Thunderbird will fuck you up. And they're not a band that really writes about drinking that much.
No.
So, and the chorus is, I remember now why they call it Thunderbird. If those nerds have had it and went, oh yeah, this sucks.
I've only ever had a couple swigs with Thunderbird. It
Not
was-
great.
No, not fantastic. Not great that the person I realized after I took a swig they handed it to me was fucking Dancing Daniel. Daniel, your mom's here.
Oh, Dancing Danny.
Dancing Danny.
Oh boy. Personal beefs aside, it's time for the breath mint, Brian.
It's time for your mom's favorite part of the show. It's time for the breath mint.
Good segue.
Thank you. That was I'm working on. So it's time for the breath mint, as we always do at this part of the show, where we talk about things we've been enjoying this past week or so. Brian, you want to go ahead and start us off?
Yeah. Been working on that Bentley Lil book that my girlfriend lent me.
Okay.
And I realized why she lent it to me. It's because it's not confirmed in the book, but we're getting there. We're getting to confirmation. Is a suspicion that this crazed killer is a disabled kid.
Oh boy.
It's the R word.
Oh boy.
The drooling R word kid from across the street.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, woo, that's spicy. That's early 90s. You can't write that.
What was the name of the Bentley
It's
Little?
called Death Instinct. I
Death
believe.
Instinct. Okay. All right. I got to find this now because I'm,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
no,
insanely
it's-
curious. I like trash
Oh,
literature.
it's so trashy. I'm loving it. Yeah, I was able to knock out a good chunk of it the other night, and I'm like, I got there, and I'm like, oh, this is why D gave it to me.
Yeah, because the summary made me really think of like early Dean Koontz, where he was just like writing whatever the fuck, just kind of throwing shit at the wall. So it feels right. It feels that pulpy,
Yeah,
shitty paperback era.
I have not listened to the new Kanye West record.
It's okay.
I have read some people's opinions of it. I've read some reviews. Dear listeners, in the early days of my adventures with music journalism, I used to write for a website called Playback STL.
Yes.
Which is very long defunct, but a lot of people who went on to do media stuff in St. Louis started out there. And I guess I was one of them. And every month or every other month, we would meet at Laura, the editor-in-chief. Her and her husband ran the website. We would meet at their house. They had this really fat tabby, and they had also like 4 or 5 ferrets, which they let free roam.
Oh boy.
Not my favorite thing. in the
No.
world. Particularly when you're like trying to like, oh yeah, I'll take that record, and you almost step on a ferret, and like, dude, it was just rough. But
Yeah.
it was like one of those things where like
It's like a pitch meeting almost.
Yeah, pitch me, going through like all the promo stuff that went to the PO box,
Okay.
and that's how I got a lot of CDs I have.
Mm-hmm.
I remember getting a Lyrics Born record that was not very good, but the press release, which was an actual physical stapled wad of paper, was probably 40 pages long.
Woo!
For a record that I don't think probably more than 5,000 people bought.
I would imagine. No, yeah, Lyrics Born wasn't doing well at that time.
No, from the Bay Bridge.
Yeah.
It was not his high point. I would say probably every month or every other month there would be like a local or regional hip hop artist that was like thought they were the next Vinnie Paz.
Sure.
Thought that like, they've read like Behold a Pale Horse, like very weird, Alex Jonesy conspiracy type, like
Sure.
libertarian rapper shit, like horrorcore, not backpacker.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was always like shit called like Wicked and the Vine. all just like really fucking try hard, dumb hip hop. Like just not even like, this isn't like fun party music. Like this is just dumb bullshit.
Okay.
And I've met these guys in real life before, and they suck just as much as you would imagine. They're always like a white guy. They still wearing like the ball necklace, the metal ball necklace.
Oh yeah.
Always got the world's shittiest goatee, wraparound sunglasses with a hat that does not match, and like always, no matter what length their hair is, it's greasy as fuck.
Yeah.
And they're always gonna be like, "Yeah, did you want my tape?"
Oh.
And you're like, "Fuck,
No.
no,
Yeah.
not at all." It titillates and amuses me to no end, knowing that Kanye West and all of his money and all of his mental illness and all of his whatever sense of creativity he has left probably spent millions and millions and millions of dollars to make a record that sounds like a dude who like read Chariots of the Gods in like fucking Peoria in like 2005.
Big David Icke fan out in Swansea. Yeah.
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 This is the hardest motherfucker in Pontoon Beach right over
Damn
here.
right. Damn right. Well, see, I listened to it this week because I saw, I get these alerts from Spotify. Hey, an artist you follow, Kanye West, has a new record out. I'm like, all right, well, let's see what's up. I got about a third of the way through the record, and I kind of was like, he's kind of coasting. This really, this isn't vintage Ye.
I heard Ty Dolla $ign's really carrying it.
Ty is pretty much the star of this record, and it's hard for me to admit because I never really cared for the guy.
He's always been like Ty's always been interesting, at least.
Interesting, yes. Consistent,
No.
good. Like there's
I've seen him live before. It was fucking fun. Like seeing him and like Rich Homie Quan like back to back was like, man, this is fucking kind of
okay. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that being a banger fucking experience. That makes a lot of sense. But like on this record, man, it feels like those moments on a Run the Jewels album where Killer Mike is just destroying it, and LP's like, I got a dick like a basketball. And like,
Let me show you why Michael Jordan won't return my call.
yeah, that is that shit. It's like, so in this metaphor, Ty Dolla $ign would be Killer Mike, and Kanye.
I
is
went down to the
LP.
bodega and ate the whole fucking store.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, I get it. Yeah, please don't do this again. It's a giant shrug of the shoulders of a record, like, and they named it like it was part one of something. Like we don't need it. We're good. Yeah,
It's like, yeah, fucking Paper Girls doesn't get a second season, but this probably will get a sequel. The fucking world is so corrupt, man.
amen to that.
What you been fucking around with, man?
Oh man, I have been enjoying quite a bit of movies. I love movies. I don't know if you know this about me, but I love movies. I got like 700 Blu-rays in the house by last count. But I did get a copy of American Fiction. Woo! What a flick. Jeffrey Wright, Sterling Brown, you name them, they're in there. What a flick. What's funny is the trailer. The only other thing I can really compare it to right now is Charlie Kaufman's adaptation, because it is itself an adaptation of a book that gets really meta towards the end. And then also Sorry to Bother You, because it kind of takes aim at not only the black lived experience, but how white people react to it. But this one is in the realm of literature. So Jeffrey Wright plays a character, Thelonious Ellison, who goes by the nickname Monk, because of course.
Sure.
And Monk has this book that he can't sell. He's going through a lot of personal shit, and his agent is like, yeah, they wanted a black book. He's like, but I wrote a book. I'm black. What do you mean they want a black book? He's like, you know what I mean. And so in a fit of pique, he writes this absolute trash fucking novel. Every black stereotype you can imagine in it. And it's called, like, originally, the original title is My Pathology, not My Pathology.
Your puffology?
Yeah, but then he later insists that they rename the book Fuck. Suddenly it gets picked up, and these people want to sell it, and they want to make a movie, and there's all this, and he's going, are you fucking serious? At the same time, his personal life is going to shit. His wife left him, his gay brother is fucking up his own life. You know, he's got other shit. His mom's in the hospital. He's dealing with all this other shit, and at the same time, he's trying to rekindle this relationship with this woman. But he's also has to pretend in interviews to be this Stag R. Lee, a convict on the run. That's why he can't show his face on television, and that's why he has to do interviews by audio only. It's it's really fucking weird because it's two movies sewn together. It is a really depressing family drama, and it's this satire about the publishing industry, and they mash them together in a really fascinating way. It really works. It fucking sings. Whenever Jeffrey Wright and Sterling K. Brown are on screen at the same time, gold. Issa Rae is also in it. She's phenomenal. Awesome. There's a Keith David cameo. I love Keith David. Fucking anytime he shows up, I'm there. There's just so many like little moments, and they all kind of culminate together. It's a great little flick. I think it did get a few nominations. If I'm remembering my Oscar stuff right, I think it did get a few nominations, and good for them. I was also watching the television series The Bear, the most Chicago television series that has ever existed.
Yeah.
So Jeremy Allen White from Shameless is this guy who's coming back to his Chicago eatery, which was an Italian beef place called The Beef. So, yeah, real original. He inherits the place from his brother who committed suicide. Again, it's that same kind of thing where it's food porn, anxiety-inducing cinema, but also family drama at the same time. In the second season, the mother is played by Jamie Lee Curtis. There's a Bob Odenkirk cameo because, of course, it's a Chicago show. Mm-hmm. Barenthal, what is his name? Punisher, something Barenthal.
I know you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, he plays the deceased...
Shane, who was right.
Yes,
from...
Shane in Walking Dead. Yes, yeah. Yes. John Barenthal. Easy name. Easy name to remember. John Barenthal plays the deceased brother Mikey in flashbacks. There's just some really fantastic stuff. If you only see one episode, I would say an episode called Forks. Happens late in season 2. And the reason I say that is because it is almost a standalone story that kind of tells you what the show is all about. In it, Carmichael, who goes by Carmy, his cousin, who's not actually his cousin. It's one of those friend things where like your friend is so close to your family, they just start calling him cousin.
Yeah.
Richie, the cousin, is told, you're going to go work at this restaurant for a week. And so begrudgingly he starts going, and all they have him doing for the first couple days is cleaning forks. That's why the episode's called Forks. As it goes through, he eventually starts learning about the restaurant, it's a turning point for his character, but it's also gives you an idea of what the people behind the show think about the service industry. Fascinating to watch. Before I even saw the show, I would see clips from that episode on TikTok and be like, this looks amazing. What is this show? Most of the show isn't like that, but it is kind of like a mission statement. This is what hospitality is about, that kind of thing. I mean, the whole second season is we're opening a new restaurant. And it's from first episode to last episode, it is tear down. And then now we got to do this. And now we got to hire people. And now we're sending him off to learn about hospitality. And then the finale is they're friends and family. They're soft open. All of it sings. There's some weird plot shit that I'm kind of like, whatever. But for the most part, great. Looks great. 3 or 4 different times in the show, they tease you with New Noise by Refused. They'll start doing...
I'm sorry, you mean the Hoobastank song?
No. I mean New Noise by Refused. But like 3 different times, they start playing the opening riff. And I'm like, yeah, fucking play it. Play the song. And they only play it like in its entirety once over the credits. It's like, okay, that's a choice, I guess. They have a lot of Chicago-based music in there. Although... They lean into a lot of Wilco, which I have a personal beef.
A Chicago band.
They're not.
They're
not.
Fairview Heights band.
Yeah, thank you. Belleville, Fairview Heights, Swansea. They're all. It's Southern Illinois. This is Chicago bullshit. It's just because Jeff Tweedy decided.
I feel like it's the same reason why St. Louis Bread Co. is not called St. Louis Bread Co. everywhere else because you wouldn't like it. It's the same reason why I don't eat Boston Market.
Exactly right.
What do people think of St. Louis? Bad pizza, worse fans in baseball, bad driving.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to get expensive hospital food from a place.
That scene in Trains, Planes, and Automobiles where Steve Martin yells at Edie Clerg at the airport. That's what people think of St. Louis.
Gooey butter cake.
Yeah. The bit in National Lampoon's Vacation where they get their shit stolen off the car while they're in it.
Yeah.
Escape from New York.
Escape from New York.
Yeah. That's what people think of when they think of St. Louis.
That movie was shot almost 40 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there are some parts of St. Louis that don't look that much different.
Yeah, they haven't changed a lot. No.
Yeah. There were a couple burned out car husks on the Missouri side of the Che Rocks Bridge by the entrance. And those were from the filming.
Just leftover from the production.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I think that's actually fucking cool. Because, folks, if you don't know anything about St. Louis is a town that wants to have constant amnesia, does not want to think it has any history, that has any future.
No.
So, like, the fine, like, out things like, oh, that's where those burned out cars came from, or the St. Louis Racket Club is where Charles Lindbergh got the financing for his flight across the Atlantic for the Sphere of St. Louis. Like, things like you would never know that St. Louis actually has like an interesting history just from like growing up here. You really have to fucking seek it out.
You have to go read Devin O'Shea books to learn about the fucking Veiled Prophet Parade, which I went to multiple times as a child.
Did you fucking really?
Yeah. I went to not the actual Veiled Prophet part, but like the VP Fair.
The VP Fair.
When it was still the VP Fair, because it was still technically part of the Veiled Prophet thing. But yeah, like reading Devin O'Shea books to learn about something that happened in your own town.
Yeah.
Baffling.
Yeah, because there was that article about the Veiled Prophet.
Right.
That came out in like 2015 or 2016 where it's like, oh wait, so that's where I always never understood
VP Fair. What does that mean?
What was it called? The VP Fair.
Right. Was it Vice President Fair?
We had Vice President Soda.
Yeah.
At Schnucks or Shop and Save or
True.
whatever. President's Choice.
President's Choice, yeah. Yeah.
Fucking volcano salsa whipped ass.
Oh, yeah. Damn, you're right. Anyway, I've got other stuff, but I'm going to...
Talking about obscure St. Louis things. But yeah, like, we really work for a fucking family that one of their, like, they had an ancestor who, like, won a bronze medal in the triathlon in, like, 1920. Who he also did the triathlon in the 1904 Olympics.
Oh man,
the sketchy, weird as fuck Olympics.
Yes,
and he was quoted. There was a quote from him in one of the fucking episodes of QAnon Anonymous.
Yes,
the trickle down.
Yeah,
the trickle down for Gatorade.
Oh wow,
it was really fucking weird to hear that name and just be like, what the fuck.
John Boyce did the video on the 1904.
I watched that with a friend of the show, Danny.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I mean, the 1904 Olympics are an amazing shit show. And
fed a guy rat poison. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah. A fucking guy from Cuba showed up in like a 3-piece suit.
And he ran like half the race.
Insane. It's insane, but like you would never know,
right?
Growing up,
you don't know. You don't hear any of these stories. You all of this stuff that we're talking about, I've found out in the past 10 years, and I've lived here all my life. That's baffling to me. People in Minnesota fucking know everything about everything that's ever happened in their town, but for whatever reason, St. Louis, we're just like, no, that's not.
Oh, it's good. We're still pissed we didn't get the stockyards.
We're still pissed the Rams left.
Yeah.
Oh,
caw.
Oh, right. Yeah, the Battlehawks.
Oh, Battlehawks.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, man.
XFL.
I worked for a guy who I knew was like, oh, this is a guy that begs for pussy. Because...
please, baby, please.
Because he had fucking Battlehawks shit in his office.
Oh, boy.
He's walking around in the Battlehawks hoodie. And I'm like, dude, you just would go fucking nuts if I said hut, John
Madden.
not Madden, football.
Ew. If you didn't get that, there's an old video, Moonbase Alpha. I'll put it in the links below. It's really worth watching because NASA put out a video game called Moonbase Alpha where you would go and do various tasks on a moon base. But players quickly found out that the text-to-speech was very much like Stephen Hawking's text-to-speech was modeled on his, and so they would start making it do things like go burr, 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 burr. This is a Chinese earthquake. Burr, 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 burr. Or like if you just put AEIOU, it came out as Ayo. People love to do that shit, and there's compilation videos all over.
Just hut.
And we were doing that to each other on Messenger during the Super Bowl. Like, hut. That's about my level of interest in football. Anything else, Brian, for the breath mint?
I think
No?
I'm
good?
ready to
Right on.
the wrap.
Well, this is about part of the show where we tell you where to find us online. Brian, where can they find you?
Yeah, if you want to gang stalk me and get me fired from my job for my OnlyFans, you can find me on.
He does show whole, by the way. I don't know if you know this, but
it ain't much, but
it's honest work.
it's honest work. I use a penny for scale.
He put the Sharpies in. Anyway, let's. Social media, Brian. Where can they find you?
You can find me on social media. Anywhere you can find a music photographer or I shot Guy Debord. 9 times out of 10, that's going to be your old boy, Brian. If you want to check out my photography portfolio, it's assholemusicphotographer.com. You want to check out some words with photos. It's musicphotographer.com. Jason.
Oh, yeah, you can find me anywhere. There's a video crime, VIDEOCRIME. That's going to be Twitter, Blue Sky, I don't know where else, but that's it. Chances are if there's a video crime, it's going to be me, especially if you're on like Letterboxd or anything. Again, I love movies. Come chat with me about movies on Letterboxd. You can find me also at the wonderful places like Instagram, TikTok, as Laser Goose CEO. That's laser with an S, because I know how to spell it. You can also find me as part of the wonderful cast for a audio drama podcast called Submitted for the Approval of the Midnight Pals. MidnightPals.simplecast.com. I play a fictionalized version of Stephen King. Jason at 48minutesdogsbarking.com. That's my email. Brian's email, Brian with a Y at 48minutesofdogsbarking.com. And support the show, patreon.com/48minutesofdogs. Last but not least, give us a call, 314-246-9766. That's 314-AHOY POO.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Every week it feels like it gets longer. I don't know why.
Won't you give us a call and let us know what you think about the Goon?
That's right, brother. Me and the Hulkamaniacs are all going to talk about gooning. We're going to be going to the Goon Cave.
That's right.
my most surreal Hulk Hogan thing I've ever seen
Yeah.
is that he uploaded a video of himself in the bathroom at like his doctor's office, apparently taking like the world's smelliest shit. And you just see him from the chest up. You can see the tank of the toilet behind him. And he's like, oh, that's bad, brother. Oh, it smells bad in here. Oh.
Okay, I gotta find this. Well, I'll go find that. In the meantime, we're gonna say, as we always do at this time, namaste, good luck, eat the knife,
And give mommy a gut fucking.
indeed.